How is it going, YouTube? Malagant here. So we're going to be talking about the season of Diablo 4 because there's been a lot of community, maybe not backlash, but quite a bit of like feedback, especially in the social media recently. Yesterday there was this message, well, tweet from Rod Ferguson saying, yes, to take part in seasonal questline mechanics, season journey and battle pass, you will need to create a new seasonal character. Playing campaign with seasonal character, if you so desire or need to finish, will also progress the season journey and battle pass as well. So this doesn't necessarily come as a surprise. Like just last week I was covering the fact that, like, you know, from now what we're playing and what is going to be transitioning into season is basically like the map. You know, the map is going to be open, but we'll still need to like do this stuff in it, except the Lilith altars. And at the same time, if we have finished the campaign, you know, we will be able to skip the campaign altogether as well. So the campaign story, and that's it, nothing else. So these three things are transitioning as completed, but everything else will reset and we're gonna need to start over again. And to be honest with you, this was kind of fair and not so surprising to anybody. But bear with me here. It is very surprising and not necessarily understandable by you know, very huge amounts of people apparently on the social media, and if you don't believe me, I'll give the links down below. You can definitely check the replies to this, you know, certain tweets, and you will be seeing it that it is not so welcome in some people's opinions. So this doesn't necessarily surprise me. There have been a lot of, you know, Goliath content creators on Twitter saying basically like, oh my god, these replies are very surprising, like what did you expect kind of thing, starting over every season. How is that surprising you kind of thing? But I think they're underestimating the reach of Diablo. Diablo 4 has reached an incredible amount of audience. Like I was looking at numbers recently about, like, you know, Diablo 3 launch was insane as well, but you know, Diablo 3 didn't necessarily have the most concurrent players at any given point afterwards through its seasonal journey especially, and it was like a very small team. I checked out basically Diablo 2 as well. I also checked out Path of Exile, the top concurrent player that has ever, you know, their record basically on like a league launch. It was about like 400,000 I think, and if I was wrong I'm going to, you know, check again and place this again, but like I am pretty sure we're about like somewhere 10 million sales or something on Diablo 4 right now, and that might even be conservative guess, let's say, which is mind-blowing compared to any other RPG and what they have achieved, or what kind of like a community that they have trying to, you know, that they are trying to maintain, let's say. So it doesn't really come as a surprise to me that people are, you know, surprised by the fact that, oh my god, like my character is going to be gone, everything, almost everything that I have done is for nothing, and I'm gonna need to like do it all over again. Like, why don't you offer me something new kind of thing? I do understand what they're saying and where they're coming from, because this is something new for them. Personally, you know me, I freaking love leveling. Just give me something fresh on this season to look forward to. That is, you know, perhaps easy to learn, but, you know, hard to master, a little bit in depth, and at the same time a bit grindy, and I'm going to be all over that thing, you know me, for sure. But at the same time, as I said, like the point of this video is that it really doesn't surprise me that there's quite a few people, maybe even the RPG fans are on the minority here. I'm actually very curious. So what do you think? Like, how do you think this should affect the future of Diablo 4? And do you think like they should just like never mind all these feedback and go forward with it? I am sure that's going to be the case for season 1 at least, but this type of feedback could actually shape things going forward into season 2, for instance, the stuff that are not necessarily developed or, you know, discussed on the table yet. For sure, I'm very curious. I don't necessarily know what I exactly think. I know my preference, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Thank you very much for watching, YouTube.